Hello students, just now you have learnt what are the different types of chords present in a deck of 52 chords, and what are the different types of letters present on the color letters present on the chords, and what are the numbers present on the chord, what are the symbols, and what are the possible colors. Each chord is different from other, okay, in terms of color or in terms of what symbol or in terms of letter or number present on that card. Okay, remember each letter is unique. So and also if it contains, as it contains 52 chords, when you pick up one chord from that pack of 52 chords, now you need to consider each chord as a separate outcome. So that's why total number of outcomes when there are 52 chords is 52 itself. It is equal to number of chords. Total number of outcomes is equal to how much? 52. Remember this one. Okay. Now I will move on to the question number 14. What I have left in the last class, 14th and 15th one. Look at the 14th question. One chord is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 chords. Find the probability of getting. Find the probability of getting. First one, a king of a red color. Okay, these are all the events actually given to you. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, I think. Okay, sorry, there are six events given to you. First one, a king of red color. Second one, a face card. Third one, a red face card. Fourth one, the jug of heart. Fourth one, the jug of heart. Fifth one, a spade. Sixth one, the queen of diamond. These are all the events given to you. Okay, so the first main thing is, I told for you, total number of outcomes is equal to how much? 52. Okay, it is fixed for all the sub questions, and you need to identify the number of outcomes favorable to given event. Okay, so now look at here, I have written the data already. Given actually what? Deck of 52 chords. Okay, and we need to pick one chord at a time, then the total number of outcomes will become what? 52. Okay, you need to write down this one initially. The first sub question is actually what is the probability of getting a king of red color? It is actually like that. Okay, probability of getting a king of red color. Answer is very simple. You need to identify how many king of red color are present in the pack of 52 cards. Okay, so now I have given everything for you. Okay, how many king cards are there with the red color? It is exactly equal to how much? 2. Okay, so that's why what will be the probability? 2 divided by 52. Okay, so remember, totally how many king chords are there? King chord means the chord which contain the letter K on it. Okay, remember. Okay, that is called as king chord. Totally how many king chords are there? Totally 4. Among the 4, 2 red and 2 black. Okay, but here he is going to ask king of red color, so that's why 2 red colored king chords are present. But in particular, king of red color with diamond symbol, then what is your answer? Only one outcome is favorable. Okay, so because totally two cards are there, two king cards are present with red color, and on the one card heart symbol is present, on the other card diamond symbol is present. Okay, he is not going to specify the symbol, that is the suit. Okay, so just letter and color. Okay, so king cards, totally 4 cards are there with red color means 2 cards are there, so that's why you need to write down in the next line like this: number of outcomes favorable to E1. Number of outcomes favorable to E1 is equal to how much? 2. So that's why therefore P of E1 is equal to, you need to write on the formula in the exam and also as well as in your notes. Okay, I'm not going to write on the formula, I'm going to avoid the formula, but you need to write on P of E1 is equal to number of outcomes favorable to E1 divided by total number of outcomes. Number of outcomes favorable to E1 is 2, total number of outcomes is what, 52. So that's why 1 divided by 2 2s are 4 and 1 remains 12, 2 6 are 12, 1 divided by 26 is the answer. Okay, so now look at the second one. Second one is actually what, a face card. Okay, so E2, I'm going to consider this one as E2. What is the event? Getting a face card. Getting a face code. So now for this one, just you need to identify how many face cards are present. I told for you. So while saying about the cards, totally there are totally there are 12 face cards. Okay, totally there are 12 face cards. That's why number of outcomes favorable to E2. Okay, so this is denoted as E2. That's why number of outcomes favorable to E2 is equal to 4, because sorry, just 4, not 4, this is actually 12. Okay, so totally how many face cards are there? 12 face cards are there. Face cards means what? The cards which contain the letter KQJ. Remember, KQJ. K for king, Q for queen card, and J for jack card. Remember, JACK. So they actually six face cards in red color, six in black color. Okay, totally 12 face cards are there. Therefore, probability of E2 will become what? 12 divided by 12 divided by 52. 12 divided by 52. You can divide this one by 4. 4 threes are, and then 4 ones are 4, 3 sorry, 1 remains, 12, 4 threes are 12. So that's why the probability will become what? 3 divided by 13. Okay, this is the answer for the second one. Now look at the third sub question. It is actually what, red face code. It is given like that, red face code. So means that it is getting a red face code. It should be face code, but it should be red in color. Totally how many face codes are there? 12 face codes are present. Among them, 6 are black in color, 6 are red in color. Okay, so now red face cards means how many red colored face cards are present? Just 6. Okay, so that's why number of outcomes, number of outcomes, number of outcomes favorable to, number of outcomes favorable to E3 is equal to how many? 6. Okay, therefore P of E3 means probability of third event is 6 divided by how much? 52. Okay, you can cancel this one by 2. 2 3s are, okay, here it goes, 2 2s are 4 and 2 6s are 12. So that's why it will become what? 3 divided by 26 is the answer for the third one. So now the fourth one is getting jack of heart. Jack card means what? The card which contains the letter J. Means it is actually a face card, but in particular jack means the face card which contain the letter J. It should be jack card and it must contain what? Heart symbol. Okay, heart suit. Okay, so first just look at here how many jack cards are present. Okay, so totally 4 jack cards are present, 2 in red, 2 in black. Okay, so 2 in black means they will definitely contain the symbol either club or spade. Okay, just leave those two cards, okay, which are in black color. And now come to the top of jack cards with red color. Okay, so jack cards with red color means on one of the card heart symbol will be present and on another card a diamond symbol will be present. Okay, so that's why now jack of heart means it should be jack card and it should contain heart symbol. Definitely it should be a red card because heart will always appear in red color only. That's why. Okay, so and moreover, jack card with heart symbol means there is only one card like that. Because in another card which is in red color, which is a jack card, it contains what? Diamond symbol. In and the remaining two are actually in black color. They will contain club and spade. So that's why here it will become like this. Number of outcomes, number of outcomes favorable to, number of outcomes favorable to E4 is equal to how much? Just 1. Okay, what kind of event it is? Elementary event. Because only one outcome is going to favor, okay, this event. That's why here totally among the 52 only one outcome is favorable to E4. That's why it's an elementary event. Okay, so probability of this one is very simple. P of E4 is equal to 1 divided by 52. And look at the next one. So here the event is actually what it is given like this: a spade. Okay, so a spade means it is like this: e5, this one, getting a spade, getting a spade. Okay, getting a spade. Okay, so means here spade means it is a suit actually. Okay, so how many cards will have spade symbol? I need this one. Okay, spade is actually a black colored card, and totally 26 black colored cards are present. Among the 26, 13 cards have club symbol and 13 cards have spade symbol. 13 club, 13 spade. So that's why spade means, getting a spade means number of outcomes favorable to this one, it will become what? Just 13, not 26. Okay, just 13. So that's why number of outcomes, number of outcomes favorable to, number of outcomes favorable to E5 is equal to 13. So therefore probability of E5 is equal to 13 divided by 52. So 13 ones are 13 fours are, therefore 1 by 4 is the probability of this one. Okay, so now there is a one more question for you. It is actually the last one. The queen of diamond, it's similar to that of jack of heart. Like that, instead of jack he is going to take what? Queen, and it should be of symbol diamond. Okay, so how many outcomes are favorable to this one? Queen of diamond, only one. Okay, so because there is only one card with letter Q and with the diamond symbol, it is red colored. Obviously it should be red colored. Okay, only one card will be present. That's why the probability of the last one is again what? It will become like this: 1 by 2. Okay, I'm not going to solve that one, and you need to solve that one. Answer is 1 divided by 52 for the last sub question, sixth one. Now I will move on to the question number 15. Look at the question number 15. It is like this: 5 cards, the 10, jack, queen, king, and ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. So now try to understand the question here. 5 cards, the 10. ನೋಡಿ just ಇಲ್ಲಿ 52 cards ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of outcomes, total number of outcomes, it is not equal to 52. Remember, just some cards is taken and they are put it in a box or on a table. Just imagine like that. Okay, they are inverted. Actually you can't the symbol is not appeared for you. They are inverted and placed on the table. Just 5 cards. Okay, experiment is going to done on just 5 cards. Remember, what are the cards? The 10. The 10 means the card which contains the number 10. That is called as the 10. And then jack means, you know that one. The letter, it contains letter J. Queen means it contains letter Q. King means it contains letter K. Ace means it contains letter A. Of diamonds means on all these cards, diamond symbol is present. So by this we can understand the color also. What will be the color of these cards? Definitely red, because diamond appears only in red color. Diamond and heart. Club and spade appears in black color. That's why even though he is not going to specify the colors, we can understand diamond symbol means definitely all are red in color. So now what is the probability that the card is the queen? Very simple. Okay, how many queen cards are there? Only one card is present, queen card. Okay, among the 5 only one is queen. That's why what will be the probability? 1 by 5. Okay, totally 5 cards are there, means all the cards are actually unique. Okay, total number of outcomes is equal to what for this one? It is equal to 5, because 5 cards are present and event is actually what, getting queen card. How many queen cards are there among the five? Only one. That's why 1 by 5 is the probability. So that's why I'm not going to solve the first one, but I'm going to solve the second sub question. Okay, so first just look at the second sub question, what it is given. Now look at here. uh, if the queen is drawn and put aside, okay, means the queen is taken outside and it is not mixed with the five cards. Okay, it is placed separate. Okay, it is removed from that group. Okay, then in totally five cards, one is removed, means one queen card is removed, means only four cards are present. Now the total number of outcomes will become four. Remember this one. So now, what is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace, a queen? Okay, so now you need to answer this one. So look at here. First, you need to write on like this. Okay, uh, write on like this. Now, now, queen card is picked and picked and put aside. Put aside. Okay, then write on number of remaining cards. Number of remaining cards are, okay, the 10. Okay, and then next one, what jog, the 10. After the jog, don't write on queen because it is removed, that's why king and ace. Okay, all are actually diamond symbol. It's not needed to show that one. The 10, okay, this is the first chord, the 10, and this is the second chord, and this is the fourth chord, and this is the fourth, this is the first, second, third, fourth chord. Okay, number of remaining chords are actually four. You need to write on here four, and they are, okay, you need to write on like this better. Okay, they are like this. Okay, so now you can write on, therefore total number of outcomes. Okay, total number of outcomes, it will reduce us to 4, but in first sub question it is 5, but here it will become what, 4, because one card is removed outside, that's why. So now for the first event, what is the event? I think if you take the first, in the first sub question you will take even, that's why I'm going to take here actually e2. E2 is equal to what, an ace card, means getting an ace card, getting an ace card. Okay, so now look at here. So among the four remaining cards, how many ace cards are present? Only one. Okay, this is a king, this is jack, this is 10. Okay, so only one ace card is present, so therefore you can write down here number of outcomes favorable to, number of outcomes favorable to e2 is equal to how much? Only one. So that's why what will be the probability of this one? P of E2 is equal to 1 divided by 4. Remember, not 5. Okay, 1 divided by 4. That's why. Okay, so in the similar sense, second one, E3, actually this one. Okay, actually he has given this one as A and B actually. Okay, A and this is B. Okay, so now B means is actually what I'm going to consider this one as E3, getting a queen. Okay, getting a queen. Okay, so now look at it, among the remaining four chords, what is the means which outcome is favorable to this one? It should be a queen chord. Okay, so now can you identify what will be the number of outcomes? Number of outcomes favorable to e3. Okay, what is your answer for this one? So now look at here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬೇಕು, ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ 4 ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೋ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಸ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ E3. no outcome favors event E3. So that's why number of outcomes favorable to E3 is equal to what? 0. What type of event it is? Impossible event. Impossible event ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ತರ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ನಾವು ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಹೇಗೆ ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನೀವು ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ 0 ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಯರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 0. Simultaneously p of e3 is equal to 0 divided by 4, and it should be equal to what? 0, and it is actually called as what? Impossible event. So now look at the question number 20. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in figure. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle of diameter 1 meter? Okay, now try to understand the question here. Here the numbers are actually given. It is actually what somewhat related to geometry. If any problem appears in this format, you need to consider here area. Okay, area of that geometrical figure, remember. So once again, look at the question. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in figure. Okay, means rectangle is present. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle of diameter 1? Okay, circle and rectangle are given to you. So now look at here. This is actually what? A rectangle, and inside the rectangle one circle is present. Diameter of the circle is given to you 1 meter, not radius. Okay, and this is the length of the rectangle, and this is the breadth of the rectangle. Now first I am going to write on the given data. Length of rectangle, length of rectangle, length of rectangle. I'm going to choose this one as L, which is equal to 3 meter, and then breadth of rectangle, and I'm going to denote this one as a D, which is equal to 2 meter. Okay, next one, diameter of the circle is given to you. Okay, diameter of the circle, and I'm going to circle. Okay, I'm going to denote this one by capital D, because here a small d is already used. That's why capital D is equal to 1 meter, and then radius of the circle you need to calculate, because to find out area we need radius of the circle. Radius of the circle, I'm going to denote this one by small r is equal to capital D by 2. Capital D is already 1 by 2 meter. Okay, radius is 1 by 2 meter. Length of the rectangle is 3, and breadth of the rectangle is 2. Now you need to calculate what? Area of rectangle. Okay, area of rectangle is actually what? The formula length into breadth, means L into B, which is equal to 3 into 2, and then which is equal to 3 into 2, 6 meter square, because here it is in meter. That's why it will become meter square. In the same sense, area of circle you need to calculate. Area of circle is equal to pi r square actually. Okay, so pi into r is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 whole square. So therefore 1 by 2 whole square means it will become 1 by 4 into pi, means it will become pi by 4 meter square. Now you need to calculate what is the probability. So now I think here it is not relevant to write down number of outcomes favorable to this event like that. Don't write on like that. If any problem appears regarding this one geometrical figures, you need to calculate like this. Okay, so first you need to calculate the area of the bigger geometrical figure, and within that one more geometrical figure will be given like that. Circle, it may be triangle also, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, like that. Okay, so then you need to calculate the area of those two geometrical figures. After that you need to give the probability like this. Okay, write on like this. P of what is the probability? Okay, probability is actually what he is going to ask. It will land, probability that it will land inside the circle of diameter, it means a die. Okay, P of probability of the die, probability of the die that die land inside the circle, land inside the inside the circle, okay, which is equal to, okay, which is equal to. So now you need to write down like this: area of circle whole divided by area of rectangle. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, in the numerator it should be of area of the smaller region, means inside, and in the denominator it should be area of the larger geometrical figure. So that's why it will become like this: area of the circle is pi by 4, and this is what, 3 into 2 6. Okay, so then after that it will become what, pi divided by 24. There is no unit for this one. Remember, meter square will get cancelled. Finally there will be no unit for probability, just it is a number, remember. Okay, pi by 24 is the answer for the question number 20. Question number 21, it's obviously similar to that of the previous one. We have already solved the question of this type, okay, regarding the bulbs, okay, and also in the pen also, defective pen and good pen, here also it is again related to the same thing. Okay, I think you can understand that one, and you need to solve that one, question number 21, and you can find out your answer at the end of the textbook. Okay, it's an NCERT question, that's why. So now I will move on to the question number 22. Look at the question number 22. Two dice, one blue, one gray. Okay, means they are differentiated by means of color. One is blue, another one is gray. Are thrown at the same time. Then complete the following table. Okay, it is given like that. Event sum on two dice. Okay, this is actually the what you need to consider the table like this. Sum on two dice. Okay, first one, look at that one, 2. It is given sum should be equal to 2. It is the event, one event. Next one, 3 means sum should be equal to 3. This is the second event. And 4 means sum should be equal to 4. This is the third event, and so on. And below that one, in the second row, it is given that actually what probability. So means for each event you need to write on the probability in the second row. But for three different events, probability is already given in the question itself. Okay. So now look at here. For the first one, okay, below the number 2, it is written 1 by 36 actually. It's actually what? It is the probability of that first event. It is 1 by 36. In the same sense, below 8, 5 by 36 is written. It is a probability of that event. What is that event? Getting the sum 8. It is the event. Okay, what is the probability? 5 by 36. And the last one, 12, getting the sum 12. It is the event. What is the probability? 1 by 36. So this is actually probability table. You need to solve. So many questions are there, so many events are there. Okay, so for the rest of things, so how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Totally 8 blanks are there, means 8 events are present. You need to identify what is the probability of all these events. Okay, now look at this table. Before going to answer this question, you need to write on proper table first, then only it will be very easy to answer this question. Otherwise it will not be it will be difficult for you. Okay, it will not possible. Now look at here. In the first class of the probability, I have given the table like this: when a die is thrown, when two dice are thrown. Okay, when two dice thrown simultaneously at the same time, what are the how many outcomes are possible? 36. I told for you in the first class, 36 possible outcomes are there. Here also the same thing, 36 outcomes are possible. But while writing the table, don't write one like that: 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, like that. Instead of writing like that, you need to take the sum of those two numbers, because here actually the problem is related to like that. So here actually the events are like that: getting a sum of 2. Sum means what? The number present in the first die and the number which shown by the second die, you need to add up those numbers. Here 1 comma 2, instead of writing 1 comma 2, you need to take the sum 1 plus 2. Instead of writing 1 comma 1, you need to write on 1 plus 1 is equal to what? Here instead of 1 comma 3, you need to write on 1 plus 3 is what? Like that. Okay, you need to write on the sum of these two numbers. So ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ವಾ, 2 ಡೈಸ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್, ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ಗೂ ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. 1,1 1,2 1,3 ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ 3,1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು 3,2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3,3 ಆ ತರ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀವು ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವೇ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ನಾವು ಸಮ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. 1 plus 1 it will become 2, 1 plus 2 it will become 3, 1 plus 3 4, 1 plus 4 means 5. Okay, 1 increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, 6 and then it will become 7. 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 2 4, 1 increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, 2 plus 3 5. Okay, 3 4 5 6 7 8 like that. Okay, 3 plus 1 4. Okay, and then 3 plus 2 5, 3 plus 3 6, 3 plus 4 7, 3 plus 5 8, 3 plus 6 9. Okay, just 1 increase ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ, 4 5 6 7 8 9. 4 plus 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 5 plus 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 7 8 9 10 11. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 5 plus 6 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 11. Okay, 6 plus 1 means it will become 7, 6 plus 2 8, 6 plus 3 9 10 11 12. Okay, check ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 6 plus 6 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 12. Okay, so now this is actually the required table. Now these are all the outcomes. Okay, so how many outcomes are there? Totally 36 outcomes are there. So ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲೂ 3 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ 3 ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ತರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಆತರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it becomes it is not actually equally likely outcomes ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. So I told for you further, if sometimes it gives the same result. Okay, ನೋಡಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ, ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೈಕ್ ಡೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆನ್ 2 faces letter A is present. Even though I am going to consider each phase as a separate outcome ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಅಲ್ಲ 6 ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, 5 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಿ, ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 4 4 4 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್. ಇದು ಮೂರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಒನ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 36 outcomes ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, total number of outcomes is equal to 36. Now you need to write on here, total number of outcomes is equal to 36. Okay, 36 is the total number of outcomes. So now if you look at the table, the first event is actually, answer is given to you for the first event. What is the first event? Getting sum 2, actually sum on 2 dice. It is actually, I'm going to add the word getting. Okay, getting sum 2 like this. Okay, getting sum 2, it is actually what, probability 1/36. Now if you look at the table, and how many outcomes we are going to get 2 as answer, you need to identify. Now look at here, in this entire table, okay, forget about this one. So ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೋ ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಈ ರೋ ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ರೋ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ರೋ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಸೊ ಅದು ನಾವು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ 2 ನಿಮಗೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So now you will not get confusion here. Now look at here, you need to just look at within the box. Okay, red colored box. So how many 2s are present here? Only 1 2. Okay, you can't find 2 anywhere here. Okay, just 2, only 1 is present. So that's why, so number of outcomes favorable to that event for the first one, for which answer is already given to you, is equal to 1. Actually, number of outcomes favorable to that event is equal to 1. So that's why its probability will become 1/36. Okay, I think you are getting my point. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 1/36 ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. outcome. Okay, sorry, a probability. So now the for the second one nodi. Okay, so I'm going to choose like this. Let e1 antane choose ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Okay, so because it for the first one it's already over. Okay, I'm going to choose e1. So what is that event? Getting sum. Okay, getting sum on two dice on two dice is 3 actually. Okay, getting sum on two dice is 3. Sum 3 ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. Okay, so sum 3 ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, here it is 3, here it is 3, and you can't find out 3 anywhere here. So only here. How many 3s are there? 2 3s are there. That's why number of outcomes favorable to e1 is equal to how much? How many 3s are there? Only 2. So that's why it will become 2. Therefore finally the probability will become like this. P of e1 is equal to, you need to write on the formula first and then you need to substitute. Okay, number of outcomes favorable to e1 is 2, and then divided by total number of outcome is how much? 36. Okay, 2 by 36 means 2 ones are 2, and then here 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16, 1 by 18 is the answer for the second one. Okay, in the same sense we need to calculate for the remaining also. So now look at here, for getting sum 4. Okay, so this is for the below 4 we need to write on. Okay, getting sum 4 means you need to identify how many times 4 appears here. 1 2 3. Okay, so that's why number of outcomes favorable to e2 will become what? 1 2 3. Okay, so that's why you need to write on that sentence, but I'm going to write on the probability directly. P of e2 is equal to 4 divided, sorry, how many outcomes are favorable? 3. Okay, 3 divided by 36. 3 divided by 36 means 3 ones are here, 3 ones are 3 twos. It will become what? 1 by 12. In the same sense here, getting sum 5 means, now look at here, how many 5s are there? 1 2 3 4. So that's why it will become 4 by 36, and you can cancel this one by 2s. Okay, 2 2s are 4, and then 2. Okay, you can cancel this one by 4 directly. Okay, 4 ones are, and then 4 nines actually, 1 by 9, it will become 1 by 9. Okay, next getting sum 6. Okay, now you need to count how many 6 are there. So all are present on the diagonal. Okay, in the diagonal arrangement, so that's why no need to worry about that one. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that's why it will become what? P of e4 is equal to, it will become 5 divided by 36. We can't divide this one. Okay, so then 7 means getting 7. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so that's why P of E5 will become how much? Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 actually. Okay, totally 6 means 6 by 36, and you can cancel this one by 6, 1 by 6. Okay, like this. In the same sense for 9 10 11 you need to calculate. For 9, 1 2 3 4 4, 4 by 36. Next 3 by 36, 2 by 36, 1 by 36. Okay, it's already given to you 1 by 36. You need to calculate the remaining things, and second sub question is given to you. Look at the second sub question. It is like that: a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes: 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. Therefore each of them has probability 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify. So now try to understand the question here. One student is going to argue. So what actually you are going to tell here? Total 36 outcomes are there. It's not true actually. Here only 12 outcomes are possible. What? 11. Okay, he's arguing that only 11 outcomes are there. What are those? 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 11 12. Okay, if you count these numbers, they are actually 11 numbers. He's going to argue there are only 11 outcomes, not 36, and each will have outcome. Okay, what we have written in the above table, for all those events, probability is always equal to 1 by 11. He's going to argue like this. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 36 ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, 11 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಯಾಕೆ 11 ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಈ 2 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಇದೆರಡನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಂದೇ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅವನು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇದು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ 3 ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಇದು ಮೂರನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಂದೇ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 ನೋಡಿ 11 ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅವನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ 11 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ನಾವೀಗ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಸಮ್ 4 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ 4 ಅನ್ನೋದು ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ 1/36 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು 1/36 ಸಾರಿ 1/11 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ 11 ಅಲ್ವಾ. 1/11 1/11 1/11 1/11 ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಅಗ್ರಿ? ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ತರ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಆ ತರ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಕ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇವನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅವನು ಹೇಳೋ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಈ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹಿಮ್. ಅವನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು, ಅವನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನಲ್ವಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ 22nd. So now look at the question number 23. It is like this. A game consists of tossing 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same results, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise he will lose the match. Then calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Now look at here, it is actually related to what? Tossing a coin 3 times, or 3 coins are tossed at a time. So now look at the solution. The possible outcomes when a coin tossed 3 times. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, a coin means 1 coin tossed 3 times ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ 3 times ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎರಡೂ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಹೆಡ್ ಟೇಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಟೇಲ್ ಈ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನೇನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದೇ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಯ್ತು, 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದೇ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ 1 ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅದು ಒಂದೇನೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಒನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಐ ಹಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ 3 ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟಾಸ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಾಸ್ಡ್ 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದೇನೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಐ ಹಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ when 3 coins are tossed at a time. So the same thing you need to write on here. Head. Okay, so these are all actually what the outcomes when 2 coins are tossed at a time. 2 coins ನ at a time ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬರೋ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಹೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಲ್, ಇದು 1 ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬರುವಂತ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್. ಎರಡನ್ನು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ when a coin tossed 3 times ಅದರ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಹೆಡ್ and then here also it will become out head. So all are same here. So next head, here tail is there. Okay, head tail, and then head tail with head. Okay, head tail with head tail with tail means HTT. Okay, tail head head, okay, tail head head, next tail head tail, okay, tail head tail. So the next one, tail tail with head, okay, so tail tail with head, next tail tail with tail means all are tails. Okay, so these are all the outcomes. How many outcomes are there? Total number of outcomes is equal to, total number of outcomes is equal to, here how many outcomes are there? 8. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so now, actually, try to understand the given problem. Hanif will win, okay, he will win only when, only when there are same results, okay, same results means either head 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 or tail tail tail, then only he will win. Otherwise means in these situation, in remaining situations, okay, in these remaining situation he will lose the game. ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹನೀಫ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹನೀಫ್ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ 3 ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬರೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೆಡ್ಡೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು, ಟೇಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದ 3 ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹೆಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾ 3 ಟೈಮ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಡ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೇಲ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹನೀಫ್ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ, ಆಗ ಅವನೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗೋ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ, ವಿನ್ ಆಗೋ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಗೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ, ವಿನ್ ಆಗೋ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಗೆ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಗೆ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2/8 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. ಲಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದೆರಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನು ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ ಗೇಮ್ ನ. 1 2 3 4 5 6 ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಯಾವ ಇವೆಂಟ್? ಈಗ ಹನೀಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೂಸ್ ದ ಗೇಮ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹನೀಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೂಸ್ ದ ಗೇಮ್ ವೆನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ 3 ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾ 3 ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ನು ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 1 2 3 4 5 6 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 6/8 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಬಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, you need to write on the same sentences again. Okay, Hanif will lose the game. Hanif will lose the game. Hanif will lose the game. What actually he has given? All the tosses do not have the same root. Okay, if all the tosses do not have same results, okay, then only he will lose the game, otherwise he will win. Okay, so now I am going to write on here, therefore here event E is equal to, I'm going to write down like this: Hanif will lose the game. Okay, so I'm going to consider like this. Okay, ಇದೇ ತರ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹನೀಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೂಸ್ ದ ಗೇಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಲೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನಲ್ವಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನೀವೀಗ. ಓಕೆ, 1 2 3 4 5 6 in these outcomes he will lose the match. That's why number of outcomes favorable to E. Okay, number of outcomes favorable to E. Number of outcomes favorable to E is equal to how much? 6 outcomes. Okay, so therefore P of E is equal to, you have to write on the formula, but I am going to write on directly. P of E is equal to number of outcomes favorable to E divided by total number of outcomes, means 6 divided by 8, and you need to simplify this one, 2 3s and then 2 4s, it will become what? 0.75 actually. So this is actually the probability of winning. Okay, if the same question is asked for what is the probability that Hanif will win the match. Hanif will win the match. What will be the probability? It will become 2 by 8 actually. Okay, because in this situation and in this situation he will lose the, sorry, he will win the match. That's why there are only two possible outcomes are there. Okay, two favorable outcomes. 2 by 8, 2 by 8 means 1 by 4, 1 by 4 means it is 0.25, like that. Okay, you need to calculate like this. So now up to the question number 23 I have completed today, and I'm going to stop here, and tomorrow I'm going to continue from the question number 24. Okay, 24 to 25 it completes the exercise, but in the optional exercise some more questions are given to you, and I'm going to solve the optional questions also for you, because they may also appear in the examination. That's why. And remaining 7 question, 24, 25, and 1 to 5 of optional will be solved tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to stop today's class now. Thank you one and all.